As noted a second ago, Wikileaks releasing another batch of hacked emails earlier today from Hillary Clinton's campaign chairman, John Podesta. And in it, more revelations of pay for play in the Clinton Foundation. So as we see more October surprises, will these email revelations have any impact on the upcoming election? Our Ed Berliner takes a look.
Do you make the same commitment that you will absolutely, sir, that you will absolutely accept the result of this election?
I will look at it at the time. I'm not looking at anything now. I'll look at it at the time.
Are you saying you're not prepared now to commit
to that principle? What I'm saying is that I will tell you at the time. I'll keep you in suspense.
It's the moment that has obscured all the possible good Donald Trump cultivated in his third and final showdown against Hillary Clinton. And while the standard polls from the standard organizations show the standard results, those on his side touting a big win and those wishing he would explode in a ball of self-immolation, calling it a huge defeat, the fact remains even those who would rather eat ground glass than see a Democrat in office admit Trump did not deliver the roundhouse right so desperately needed. However, this election is far from over.
What isn't fictionalized are her emails, where she destroyed 33,000 emails criminally, after getting a subpoena from the United States Congress.
Those shadowy figures from Wikileaks, the hovering yet invisible fugitive Julian Assange, who may well be more traitor than hero, the Russian government and their interference as minutely detailed by American intelligence, and the long-deleted Hillary Clinton private emails. With time running out, the Trump campaign may need to bank on these messages suddenly appearing with a little help from our enemies.
Russia and the hacking. By the way, if they hacked, they probably have her 33,000 emails. I hope they do. They probably have her 33,000 emails that she lost and deleted, because you'd see some beauties there.
But even if they go public, will it make any difference? There is no evidence Hillary Clinton personally ordered any emails destroyed after a congressional subpoena was issued. The FBI has already stated there is no evidence these emails were deleted seeking to conceal information. And Russian involvement smacks of possibly altering the content to suit their purposes. How much stock should the Trump campaign put into this possible bombshell that by now could be nothing more than a dud? JD, your turn.
Thanks very much, Ed. I couldn't disagree more. Because the fact is, this careful effort to prepare this narrative as if the Russians are to blame, as if the Russians are accountable. Hillary Clinton with her equally misleading notion that 17 intelligence agencies all agree. To put it mildly, that was an untruth. To put it accurately, it was a lie. And those lies mask more than personal ambition. In my opinion, they mask possible criminal culpability. A dud? Maybe not. But maybe our nation has degenerated to the point that unless you have clear and compelling video evidence, why read it on a page? Perhaps it just fritters away. Now, we've been talking all night about the Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton get-together at the Al Smith dinner just 24 hours after their final debate. It was intended to be a good-natured ribbing. Cardinal Dolan sat between the two candidates and described the experience thusly.
Pardon my congestion and cough. I'm afraid I'm coming down with a cold, which is completely understandable given the fact that for the last 2 hours I've had a seat between our two candidates in what's probably the iciest place on the planet. Where is global warming when you need it?
Well, I don't know how I was able to catch the Cardinals' cold, but somehow it made it all the way to me, albeit electronically. The contagion notwithstanding, let's take a look back now at some of last night's jokes and jabs in this Newsmax Prime playback.
The truth is, I'm actually a modest person, very modest. It's true. In fact, many people tell me that modesty is perhaps my best quality. Even better than my temperament.
I took a break from my rigorous nap schedule to be here. And as you've already heard, it's a treat for all of you too, because usually I charge a lot for speeches like this.
But I really have to say, the media is even more biased this year than ever before, ever. You want the proof? Michelle Obama gives a speech, and everyone loves it. It's fantastic. They think she's absolutely great. My wife, Melania, gives the exact same speech. And people get on her case. And I don't get it. I don't know why.
Now, I've got to say, there are a lot of friendly faces here in this room, people that I've been privileged to know and to work with. I just want to put you all in a basket of adorables. The Cardinal is saying I'm not eligible for sainthood. But getting through these 3 debates with Donald has to count as a miracle.
I have no doubt that Hillary is going to laugh quite a bit tonight, sometimes even at an appropriate moment. In fact, just before taking the dais, Hillary accidentally bumped into me, and she very civilly said, "Pardon me."
But speaking of health, Donald has been very concerned about mine. Very concerned. He actually sent a car to bring me here tonight. Actually, it was a hearse.
And I got the chance to meet the people who are working so hard to get her elected. There they are, the heads of NBC, CNN, CBS, ABC.
But Donald really is as healthy as a horse. You know, the one Vladimir Putin rides around on.
Hillary is so corrupt. She got kicked off the Watergate Commission.
People look at the Statue of Liberty and they see a proud symbol of our history as a nation of immigrants, a beacon of hope for people around the world. Donald looks at the Statue of Liberty and sees a 4.
Hillary believes that it's vital to deceive the people by having one public policy and a totally different policy in private. That's okay. I don't know who they're angry at, Hillary, you're right. For example, here she is tonight in public, pretending not to hate Catholics.
And, you know, because this is a friendly dinner for such a great cause, Donald, if at any time you don't like what I'm saying, feel free to stand up and shout "wrong" while I'm talking.
You know, last night, I called Hillary a nasty woman. But this stuff is all relative. After listening to Hillary rattle on and on and on, I don't think so badly of Rosie O'Donnell anymore.
You know, come to think of it, it's amazing I'm up here after Donald. I didn't think he'd be okay with a peaceful transition of power.
And just a sampling of what was said at last night's Al Smith dinner. 2016, as I mentioned earlier, certainly is not 1960, when this tradition began of the 2 major party nominees. But let's look to the future. Monday at 1 Eastern on America Talks Live, Hour 2, we'll have Newsmax TV political analyst Dick Morris, conservative strategist Jack Berkman, and the executive director of the National Republican Trust, Scott Wheeler. Then later, 8 p.m. Eastern Monday on Newsmax Prime, Betsy McCoy and political commentator Michael Reagan, Wayne Allen Root from out in Las Vegas, Trump supporters and YouTube sensations Diamond and Silk. Starts at 1 Monday and again at 8 p.m. Eastern on Monday. Until then, have a great weekend. J.D. Hayworth saying, stay brave, stay free, stay tuned, and thanks for watching.